It's funny. Most people think they are their emotional state, like it's fixed, like they're stuck in one mood or one way of being. But isn't it obvious? It's just a temporary illusion. Have you ever laughed while you were sad, or found yourself suddenly serious in the middle of a playful moment? Then you already know you're not stuck. You're dynamic, you're fluid. You're capable of moving to an entire orchestra of emotional states. And isn't that far more powerful than being stuck in just one note? And if someone says, oh, but you have to be consistent, ask yourself, consistent at what? At being boring? At staying predictable? No one is mesmerised by sameness. They're mesmerised by who can shift at the perfect moment, surprising them, pulling them deeper. Real consistency is being fully present in each moment and flowing with the perfect state for that moment. In fact, think about it this way. Would you rather be a one-note melody or a symphony that takes people on a journey they'll never forget? And if you ever wondered, how do I know which state to be in? Isn't it clear? You already know. Because every reaction, every cue from others is a signal. If they lean in, you lean into that energy. If they drift, you shift. It's like surfing. You don't control the wave, you ride it, you flow with it. You adjust your stance, your balance, your speed, and suddenly you're gliding effortlessly. People might say, but isn't it manipulative to change states to influence others? And to that, you can smile and think, is it manipulative to be fully alive? Is it manipulative to bring the best version of yourself into each moment? If you're enhancing the experience of both of you, then what are you really doing? It's giving people permission to feel, to explore, to expand. And if someone tries to argue, but you should just be yourself. Which self? The serious self, the playful self, the confident self, the vulnerable self? Aren't they all me? In fact, being all of these selves is the most authentic thing you can do. You're not changing who you are, you're expanding who you allow yourself to be. Because isn't it true, the most captivating people in life? They're those who show us every colour they have. One moment they're strong and steady, the next they're light and mischievous, and then, just like that, they reveal something soft, something raw, something real. And in that moment, you feel closer to them than you ever expected. It's like that feeling you get when you're watching a movie that makes you laugh, cry, and sit on the edge of your seat, all within 10 minutes. It's the contrast that makes it powerful. It's the shift that keeps you mesmerised. And you too can become that movie. The one that people can't take their eyes off of. By simply allowing yourself to move between states as naturally as breathing. Some might say, but isn't that hard? And you can simply wonder, what if it's the easiest thing in the world? What if I've been shifting states my whole life without even realising it? After all, you're doing it right now, aren't you? One moment you're curious, the next you're smiling, then thoughtful, then energised. It's all happening naturally, effortlessly. Isn't it true? The moment you stop trying to control your emotional state, and instead learn to dance with it, everything becomes easier. You're no longer forcing yourself into one way of being. You're flowing between states like an artist playing with colour, like a dancer moving with the rhythm of the music. And here's what's fascinating. The more you embrace your emotional range, the more others will feel drawn to you. It's automatic. People, they can't help but be captivated by someone who's alive in every sense of the word. When you shift with perfect timing, it's like you've tapped into some secret rhythm that others don't even know exists. Yet they feel it deeply. When you're playful, they smile. When you get serious, they listen. When you soften, they open. When you lead with strength, they trust. And the more you practice this dance, the more natural it feels. You start to notice the perfect moments to shift. Like you're tuned into some invisible frequency, it becomes effortless, instinctual, fun. And at that point, you might even laugh at the idea. Do you ever needed to learn this? Because you realise it was already there, just waiting for you all along.